Angela Yee. I'm here. I'm excited because my friend is here today, guest hosting, and she's got a lot of big things happening and exclusives today. Rocsi Diaz is here.
Finally, this happens.
Finally.
It's been too long, and I want to apologize right here.
Okay.
National radio. I am sorry it has taken me this long, Yee, to get up to your show, but I am up. We way up. I'm so excited to be sitting next to you, and I'm so proud of
She's
you
a
and so happy.
professional.
No, it's not even that.
She is. You are.
No, honestly, it's been way too long, and I've been promising you for a long time, and I'm glad that I get to drop the exclusives with you today. So.
All right. Well, we're going to have all kinds of exclusives because just for your information, her Bow Wow interview
It's coming out right now.
More to the story is coming out right now, but we got some behind the scenes things, and she made a big announcement that we're going to talk about and get that exclusive as well. And Nick Cannon's going to be joining us.
I love that.
For the beginning
I got
of
a lot
the
of
show
questions
too.
for Nick.
I bet.
I got a lot of questions for Nick.
There's more to the story there too.
Yeah, a lot more to the story.
All right. Well, and shout out to Plies who does the intro for Way Up. You know, I know Tampa was hit really hard with Hurricane Milton, so our prayers to everybody out there. Anybody you know in Florida that's going through it right now, we'll discuss that too. But let's start the show with some love and positivity. Rocsi, you're going to shine a light when we come back. 800-292-5150. Who do you want to shine a light on? It's Way Up.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
Yeah, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here, and my girl, Rocsi Diaz, is here with me today. Rocsi, who do you want to shine a light on?
I'm going to go ahead and shine the light on my brand new co-host, my boy, Deion Sanders.
Ooh.
We was talking this morning, and he just gave some words of positivity, which I'm going to share with you right now. He said, "Are you on the right path? How do you get right when you realize you're headed the wrong way? Pay attention to the signs, baby. When something in your spirit don't feel right, it ain't right. Follow with a consistent voice, not necessarily the loudest voice. You got this." Coach Prime time. We got a new show coming out, and I'm so excited. So I'm going to shine some light to Deion Sanders.
It's the first time Tubi's ever done a talk show.
Yes.
So this is the first ever one.
Yes.
So congratulations.
Yes. Thank you.
We're going to talk about this later because I got to know how this came together.
Totally.
And so that's an exclusive too. All right. Well, now who do you guys want to spread some love to, and who do you want to shine a light on? Somebody that's impacted your life. 800-292-5150. Brittany, who do you want to shine a light on?
My wife.
Okay. What's her name? And tell us why.
Her name's Sierra. And just because she's so supportive, she goes above and beyond, and she really holds me down, and I truly appreciate her.
Oh, that's sweet. You decided to call up here today for your girl, Sierra. How long y'all been together?
Well, we've been together for going on 9 years, but known each other for over 20.
And who proposed to who?
She proposed to me.
All right. Well, shout out to you guys. We love.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that was Shine a Light. 800-292-5150 if you couldn't get through. And when we come back, we have your Yeetie. And since Roxi's here today, we're going to do some exclusives. We have her interview, More to the Story, on her podcast, Dropping with Bow Wow. Right now, we have some clips from that for you. It's Way Up.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip,
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Talk to 'em.
All right. It's Way Up. I'm here. My girl, Rocsi Diaz, is here with me today, guest hosting.
Hey! Shout out to Candace Grace in the building.
Oh, shoot.
Gotta shout her out. Shout out to Q Lena in the building.
We got the whole squad in here. It's a party. It's a party.
It's a party. I brought everybody.
All right, well, let's get into it because you have a brand new show, a podcast, More to the Story. What is it, on episode 5 now?
Episode 5 or 6. One of them.
I love that you're working so hard. You don't even
Girl, I don't even know where I'm at right now.
All right, well, Bow Wow is about to drop. That episode is
It's
coming
out.
out.
It's out right now. Yes, I fixed the glitch. It's out. It's out. It's out right now.
Literally just came out, and some things that we know that you are going to discuss. And you did a post about this because people were having things to say about you sitting down with Bow Wow. Mm-hmm. And one thing that you asked him about was Diddy. And tell us why you asked about Diddy.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, and you know this, we've been in the game for a very, very long time. Bow, he was a child star, so of course, he's been around and seen things and stuff. So I just asked him, like, was you at the parties, and more so the experience of what the industry was like during that time too. And I tell everybody, before you cast judgment, watch the interview.
Episode,
watch
yeah.
the interview, and see what he says.
Let's hear that snippet.
He's like the gatekeeper to the game. We're supposed to be on a 250-foot yacht with his wife, leg up, chilling. This how you ride it out. I would never thought that we would see him in this position.
And didn't Diddy date his ex?
You know that kind of stuff. You know, I don't.
Yes, he did. That she was on the boat and
That's
everything.
True. Yeah. I didn't ask him about that.
You were like, okay.
You know, at the end of the day, the industry starts getting incestuous regardless, period. You know, so watch the interview. That's all I can say.
Another thing you talked to him about was because you guys both hosted 106 in Park. And you told
he was
him,
actually my idea.
Oh, it was your idea to bring it.
I remember. I ruined 106 in Park. A lot of people would think that after Free and AJ, nothing else matters. Shout out to Free, by the way. When Stephen Hill, who was the boss at the time, when we found out that Terrence and I weren't going to continue the show, I was like, well, why don't you have Mr. 106 in Park host 106 in Park?
Makes sense.
At that time, it was like, it seemed far-fetched because Bow Wow was like everywhere, you know, and it was like, would he even have time to do a 365? Because 106 was a 365 show. So it's like, and it ended up working out. But I definitely was the one that was like, Mr. 106 in Park should host 106 in Park.
Well, he did a lot of things on that show that you couldn't even do.
No.
You or Terrence couldn't do.
Yep.
And here's what you said to him.
We couldn't even mention alcohol.
Really?
We couldn't even be photographed with alcohol.
Really?
We couldn't have public relationships.
Really?
And there he was, making out on the couch.
Popping bottles, making out on the couch, seeing everywhere. I was like, really, Bow? Like, the stuff, it's kind of like, you know, when you're the oldest sibling and you look at your younger sibling get away with everything that they get to do that you couldn't do, and you just, like, watch, like, Ma! What? I mean, how can they wait?
But you know what it is? When you and Terrence did that show, y'all auditioned and you got picked out of, as you pointed out on your podcast, because Chantel was on there with you, and she was like, give yourself some credit, because it was lines of people auditioning.
Slept outside.
Like thousands of people, and you got chosen. Bow Wow came there who he was already. So it's a different type of edge, I guess, when you have leverage like that.
Well, it wasn't that. You know, the audience was getting younger. The culture was changing. And at the time when Terrence and I hosted 106 in Park, there was a level of integrity, and we believed that we were mentors, and we were, you know, heavily influencing the younger generation. So we had a lot of weight on our shoulders, and we had to be straight arrow.
Well, now we have TikTok, so there's no worries. Do what you want.
And now it's gone to hell.
Do what you want.
It's gone to hell.
All right, well, that is your Yeezy. We're going to talk more about this when we come back, because, you know, since you did shout out Free, she did do a post the other day. We're going to talk about that. But in the meantime, about last night, 800-292-5150. Call us up and leave messages throughout the show, but we'll discuss what we did last night. It's Way Up.
So, about last night. Here's how it went down.
It's Way Up. I'm Angela Yee, and my girl Rocsi Diaz is here with me today, guest hosting all day.
I'm here.
What did you do last night?
Actually, I went to, it's funny, Trevor Noah had a show at the King Theater last night in Brooklyn.
Okay, Brooklyn.
And I go there thinking that I'm about to see a comedy show, but he has a new book that came out, so it was a chat about the book. But it was so funny because, you know, Trevor is funny. But he has a brand new children's book out right now that's called In the Uncut Grass, and it's absolutely amazing. And
that's dope.
I say if anybody has a child, they should definitely pick it up for their child, because it's about life lessons and dealing with conflict, and it's really good. So, you know, definitely got to get that. And somebody that knows a lot about kids.
Right. Oh, look, Nick Cannon is here. He's in the hallway. I think they're about to bring him in. But I appreciate Trevor Noah a lot for everything that he's been able to do.
Yeah, we were just talking about kids. And you
Cannon.
Here's Mr. Baby Daddy himself.
Trevor Noah has a kid's book out, and she went to his event at the King's Theater last night.
Yeah,
Hello,
it was really
Nick
good.
Cannon.
Shout out to Trevor.
I can tell you what Nick Cannon did last night. He was in Chicago. For Wildin' Out. So shout out to you, because my girl Chella actually showed up to the show out there, but she said it was amazing. I saw Angel Reese was there.
Yeah, she was a team captain. I literally just came from the airport just now.
All right. See, nobody works harder than Nick Cannon.
Nobody works harder than
You
Nick.
can't tell me.
No.
I know Roxy got 2 shows right now. Nick Cannon is playing spades. He's got the Wildin' Out tour.
Wait, you play spades?
We got a show on Amazon called We Playing Spades. We actually
He's
tried
doing
to.
The Masked Singer.
Matter of fact, you got to be on the show.
Can I bring my partner?
Yes, that's what it's all about.
Oh,
You know Roxy cheats.
I do not
So
cheat.
do I.
in spades.
I
yeah.
do not cheat.
If you ain't-
I do
if-
not cheat.
if you ain't
Chantel,
cheating,
if
you ain't
listen-
trying.
No, first of all, I don't have to cheat. You know who cheats? Shaka
That's a double
cheats.
entendre, Nick.
Shaka cheats.
Okay.
That's if anybody. Shaka
literally just
cheats.
that.
That's who cheats.
Well, since we're talking about last night, Nick, how was Chicago? Tell us about the Wildin' Out show, because we're going to be in Brooklyn at the Barclays tomorrow, and I'm going to be there.
Yes, it was
With
lit.
Kashawn.
Like you said, we had Angel Reese was a team captain. So that was crazy.
I heard she looked really cute. My friends were like, she had on the nicest outfit. They said she looked really fly.
I didn't know she was that stallion-esque.
But she did come at you. She said, don't try to climb this tree.
Yeah, she did say that. And it's funny because I got jokes, obviously, but I like that. She's young enough to be my daughter, so
yeah.
But I said
that's part of wilding out.
I said some choice. I said some choice things.
I'm like, does that
It stops me.
stop men? Really?
It definitely stops me. Well, I'm at a new age.
You have 13-year-olds.
That's what I'm saying. Like anything that looks like they could be somewhat like my child.
In school with my kids.
Yeah, I'm super cool. My age minimum is like 27.
Okay.
You have some integrity.
Yeah.
Look at you.
You act like you just met me.
Huh?
You act like you just met me. There's some areas where I don't have integrity.
I'm not.
Now, Nick, I gotta ask you this because Roxy was like, maybe I should do Wildin' Out, but I was wondering. Yeah, she's scared though. What would you say to somebody like Roxy?
I love the show though.
So you talking about the tour, or are you talking about the actual?
Actual show.
The show. Come on, we gonna like take care of you, like
right. They'll make sure you're not.
Okay.
Because they be saying some crazy stuff on there, but so do you, Roxy.
I do be saying
like,
some
see, but
crazy
we're playing and joking.
Yeah.
No, it's all jokes. It's all fun. It's all love until somebody gets personal. Then I'm going to be like, look.
All right, well, listen, when we come back, because Nick Cannon just walked in the room, we're going to talk to him about this Wildin' Out tour, everything else he has going on, the Masked Singer, playing spades, all of that. So Scarlett was on there. I love me some Scarlett.
Oh, that was such a good episode. I did see the clip of that.
So
that
we'll discuss when we come back. It's Way Up.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Let's go. Yeah.
You are a media maven, right?
Ooh, you never know what Angie's gonna say.
Hey, we don't know what's going to happen. Roxy, the mic's on. Nick, relax.
Yeah,
okay,
it ain't me. It's y'all two.
Cannon's here.
y'all two wilding out this morning.
You know what? It is crazy because behind the scenes, Nick is calming us down.
Yeah, right.
I'm not used to this.
That's different.
But Nick,
we're just reminiscing, Nick. All we doing is reminiscing.
Hey, yo.
But Nick Cannon is here. We were saying we think he should date Ellie, who's the mascot for the New York Liberty.
That would be
a bunch of little baby elephants running around.
Little Dumbos.
What? Oh, okay. Thank you, Nick. The final start today is what he wanted to say. Yes. But you were in Chicago yesterday. We talked about that. Wildin' Out the tour is going to be at the Barclays.
Yeah, we on tour crazy. Last night it was Waka, Rick Ross at the Barclays. It's going to be Rob 49.
Wow.
And Rick Ross and, the whole Wildin' Out crew.
Rob 49, he's from New Orleans, Roxy, like you.
I love that. Yeah. I love that. Shout out to the 504.
We love that for us.
New school and old school. That's how we rock.
Now, how much longer is this tour happening? And how can people...
We going all the way to Africa.
What? Oh, wow.
Yeah, and to the top of the year, we going to the motherland. So that was the whole thing. I was just really... And we filming it. We documenting the whole thing. So I was just getting the cast ready to go overseas and rock like that.
That's so awesome. Yeah. What part of Africa y'all going to?
I believe we... Obviously, we're gonna go South Africa, but I mean like Nigeria. It's like 6 different countries.
That's amazing.
Ghana. So we're gonna Kenya. I think we probably trying to rock over there.
I love that.
That's really dope.
That's super dope.
We need to go to the one in Ghana or something.
Yeah. I would love it. Yeah, I've done South Africa, but I haven't done like Kenya, Ghana, and Nigeria. I really want to go. Yeah, especially Nigeria. Get some beautiful Nigerian men.
Is that what you're looking for? I mean, why would you say that?
Prince out there. I don't know. Right. I'm just saying.
I just want to say more to this story. Roxy has her podcast, and she had her manager. Does she still work with you, Chantel?
Chantel, we like adjacent. Like she's still Chantel's always gonna be part of my team.
She said your biggest problem when she was working with you was the men.
And it was a man. She's like men plural. Well, no, it was a person specifically when I was on 106. That was
and when you were living in New York, and she said that was why she actually couldn't work with you.
I'm a sucker for love.
She quit you.
I'm a sucker for love.
Are we all?
Yeah.
Nick, have you ever been in a situation where you feel like it affected your work, like relationships? You were with somebody, people are like, yo, this is not good for you.
Nah, my work is my relationship. I think everybody knows the thing. I'm
you hear his voice.
Yeah.
He hasn't slept.
It's different for guys. Well, no, you've never had one heartbreak that had you crying crazy
but I bring that to work. I'm a comedian, so I'm never I don't hide who I am at. Like, I understand, if you're going through a breakup, most people got to hold that in and want to stay strong. I'm going to be, if I feel away, I'm going to talk about it.
He's going to talk about it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Make a song about it.
Exactly.
He's going to do therapy on TV.
On TV with my therapist.
Yeah, so guys go through it too. There's
absolutely. But I was going to say,
that one person that messed
you just said somebody had you messed up.
They saved his life.
Chantel said that she was not going to
say his name.
To bookings and to gigs because she was too busy being stressed over this and missing out on
his name.
Branding herself.
No, I've done that too. I've done that, but I've been the guy that has messed up
ruined
other
lives.
people's bags. So I know that.
I ruined some lives.
People calling me, she don't even want to come out the dressing room no more.
That's basically how it was. It definitely was given that.
And I do think at a certain point when you feel like this is affecting my work, you got to figure that out. But it's also human.
It's also young too.
Yeah, it's also human to be affected.
Yeah.
By things.
And it's hard. It's. I will actually, because I don't like using the word hard, but it is super challenging to be on live television going through some emotional stuff. It's what.
Yeah.
Pre-recorded, please.
Yeah, just bring back all the memories.
Now, Nick, you also are doing the Masked Singer. You have everything going on right now.
Yeah, Masked Singer is popping right now.
Yeah, that is popping.
Yeah. So it's a lot of. I'll just say it's a lot of us this season.
Really?
That's the only hint I could give. But it's if you us and you watch it, I know who that is. So
a lot of us,
love it.
We all use washcloths.
Yeah. Oh, here you go.
And then you also have your We Playing Spades show.
Yeah,
I'm coming on that show.
You have to.
So are you really good at spades? Because that's a.
So I'll tell you. So obviously Waka and Desi, those my brothers. They did season 1 over there, and we came and smashed.
Okay.
And like really, I was like, "Well, I'll play you for your show." And now, I mean, that's how it looked. So like, I'm really nice, and now, I'm the host, and they not.
Okay.
That's how nice I am with that spades.
I hosted like a whole tournament and stuff like that. No,
okay.
I play.
I play.
I play.
And because you got to talk big.
Wait, how do y'all play? Big Joker, Little Joker?
We had to homogenize it. It's white folks watching, so we had to take
Aces High.
Aces High.
Do white people play spades?
No, that's the part. We've
only
had Justine is the only person we had, and we had to teach her how to play.
Justine is white.
Tournament.
No, all right.
I love her.
Shout out to my girl.
I love
Valentine.
She'll be there tomorrow night.
Love Justina.
I know that's right. All right, when we come back, we have your Yeetie, and since we talked about therapy and counseling, Dr. Dre is facing a $10 million harassment lawsuit filed by his former marriage counselor. We'll talk about it. It's way up.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh yeah. Angela's spilling that Yeetie. Come and get the tea.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Nick Cannon's here.
Yeah.
Rocsi Diaz is here.
Hola.
I got the All-Stars in the building.
This is crew. This
for real.
We got the All-Stars. And Nick is outnumbered for once.
Yeah, right? Mano.
Where's Mano?
Yeah.
Now, Jay-Z's lawyer is talking about what happened with Piers Morgan. Alex Spiro is saying that you can't just go and say anything in reference to the Jaguar Wright interview on Piers Morgan Uncensored. Here is what Alex Spiro had to say.
Somebody on a so-called journalistic platform exploited that kind of random rumor mill, whether it's disconnected from reality, and lifted it up. And by doing that, they not only caused harm here, but they are also droning out the voices of real victims.
Right. So,
Bars.
Yeah, having you say things like that, it kind of like damages when people are really feeling or really have experienced things, it kind of...
How do y'all deal with that? Because of two people that are clearly been in this space for so long, what do you say? All right, I'm actually gonna give this story light, and literally, like it used to. It was about rumors with you. I think one thing he said earlier that was dope. He was like, starts off with rumors, and then it gets to be lies, and then you even take it where it becomes harmful. So, in the space where we are salacious content leads, how do you say?
If you can talk to somebody directly, you do that, right? And you listen to both sides of the story. But I also think that you have to. What, Nick?
I done been a victim of some Angela Yee rumors.
Were they true or false?
False.
Like what?
Most of my stuff be false.
No, it's Nick. We see the kids.
Yeah, no, so I live my life on Front Street. So if I didn't tell, when have I ever said I was hiding the type of you know what I'm saying? But
what was false about you that was said?
I don't know. I done been canceled several times.
But that wasn't
like,
false. You did get canceled several times.
No, but I'm talking about things for their stories and stuff that are made up. that can get you in trouble. And like that ain't even happen like that.
I think when it gets too crazy salacious, like you have to be very, very careful at the end of the day.
Yeah.
As a reporter, you
also have to point out that this is what it's, because I never make anything up. It's usually it comes from this is what's being reported here.
See, that's the difference because you guys are journalists, authentic, real journalists, and then there's people that are just on platforms that's talking and pretending to do what y'all do.
I think that's the problem is the platforms, and people are taking comments as if they are facts, and comments are not facts. Hearsay is not facts. You have to do.
And that's why I was so disappointed in Piers, who's somebody like I've known all my life.
Well, but I think that the crazy thing about that situation is that Jaguar Wright's interviews are starting to get highlighted a lot more and more and more. Like honestly, on my search engine, she's like all over the place.
You know, it's interesting because she could say, and they have a talk show coming together.
That's gonna be lit.
And you've had Orlando say some things about you, Nick.
Yes, hilarious.
Yeah, about what you do that rhymes with Nick.
Yeah. See, to me, and again, I want him on Wild and Out. But
you don't.
I'm a comedian.
That. Yeah.
But then again, because also that comes into question, and like, all right, people's mental wellness, and so you're like, all right, are they? If you just out there, like, there's a lot of people out there that's like, oh, they're fine, and they talk. I've had a lot of those salacious people on Wild and Out and different platforms that I create because I want to talk that talk, and I know how to play the game.
You don't hide from it.
Yeah, I don't have anything to hide. If I had something to hide, like some of these other entertainers, I probably would. You know, my publicist would probably be like, you can't say this.
She definitely would. It's World Mental Health Day, by the way.
Do it like a debate. Have fact checkers go. Okay, all these bloggers together, all these sites together, and then have fact checkers right there.
You know that's about to be the new currency, right? Because you're not going to be able to believe anything you see. You're not, because AI. You're not going to be like so.
That's true.
So the things, if you can figure out something that's going to say, all right, we know this is actual fact. It's going to be worth more than gold.
Well, listen, we didn't even get to the rest of the rumors. Let's continue this conversation. It's not your fault. We're going to continue this when we come back. And there's a lot of questions. But, you know, in the meantime, here's 50 Cent with 21 questions. It's Way Up.
This is Way Up with Angela Yee.
Let's go. Yeah.
You are a media maven, right? Ooh, you never know what Angie's going to say.
Oh my goodness. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. Yes, that's Nick Cannon. And Rocsi Diaz is here too.
That is so funny.
We just pulled that from him just randomly speaking.
That's hilarious.
Because it's true. Well, let's get into this because earlier we were talking about Jay-Z and Piers Morgan and these allegations that Jaguar Wright had on Piers Morgan Uncensored. And, you know, Piers did apologize. But another thing that has been asked is Free, who was formerly on 106 and Park before you, Roxy.
Shout out to the GOAT, Free.
Yeah, the queen.
We talk very, very frequently. She's one of my dear friends. Like,
okay, good. I
we
love
talk
that
all the time.
Because that's not easy shoes to fill, too.
Yeah,
and
she was the only one, to be honest with you, when I first got 106 and Park. That was the only person I can call to confide in because she was the only one that understood what I was going through.
Right.
So me and Free, like, we are so close that I don't think people really realize how close we are. So that's my girl.
There were these rumors that she had a baby by Jay-Z.
For years.
Wendy Williams started
She
this.
started it.
Right. And here's what Free had to say because she was on live and people were asking her questions. Here's what she said.
Free has no biological children. You fools!
But that's her personality. Like if you watch the whole entire thing, she was answering questions on her live and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And she's very silly. Like she was
like, I thought y'all was gonna ask some real questions.
Come on, y'all. Like, ain't
this
no
is what
kid
you want to
pop
ask
up.
me.
How old would that kid be right now if that was true?
Grown.
Yeah, and
like
probably
20s.
And really cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go home, you.
All right, now let's talk about Diddy because he is due in court today for his sex trafficking and racketeering case at 2 p.m. And the judge is going to discuss a potential trial date and also set a timeline for when the feds will turn over all of the evidence that they have. They have several terabytes of electronic material. Terabytes.
This is crazy. So we were all alive during the OJ trial, and even like I think this generation's getting to witness like the Thug trial and how they were. Do we feel like this is like going to be the trial of the century? Like, is it going to be on TV? Is it going? Are they going to put cameras in there?
I don't think it's going to be televised because
how do they always determine? How do they decide when they're going to?
It's an agreement with the lawyers. One.
So clearly, how they trying to
just like how they had an agreement with when Trump got indicted the second time and then he was here in New York. Part of their agreement was that they weren't going to you get a mugshot on him because they were going to use a previous one. So it depends on who your lawyers are. And let me tell you, if you got a Shapiro on your hand or whatever the other cases, like you got a good chance. But it definitely has to go. And it also falls on the DA also, whether they decide to make you a public spectacle or not.
Well, Diddy's, his lawyers are saying the feds are trying to savage his reputation by leaking this damaging evidence, including the Cassie assault video. So they're feeling like they shouldn't have done that because clearly, like, whoever's on that jury, if you saw that video, it's going to sway you a certain way also.
But that's where we part of the culture, we believe that, like, oh my gosh, everybody's seen it. But there is a group of people that have not been, that they don't live in this world, or they may have not heard, and they they'll find people that have to be biased.
Well, his lawyers are pushing for a trial to start as soon as April. And the feds are saying whenever the date is, we're ready. So even if you said it's tomorrow, like, we're ready to go. So prosecutors expect to make, quote, rolling productions of evidence from these hard drives and materials from searches of his homes and the New York City hotel room where he was staying before he got arrested on September 18th. And so he's trying to do April or May, according to his lawyers.
Dang, that's a long time for speculation. Think we in October right now. You know how many more Diddy stories is going to be between
every day
now in April or May?
Every day is something else. All right, we got the Way Up mix at the top of the hour. Plus, Nick Cannon is here with us, Rocsi Diaz. These are the all-stars when it comes to this space. So this is exciting. It's fun. And also, don't forget at the Barclays, we do have Wildin' Out tomorrow.
Tomorrow night, get your tickets. They selling out fast.
All right, it's Way Up.
Way Up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way Up.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Nick Cannon, Rocsi Diaz.
Yeah.
And it's time for some Yee T. Now, J. Cole is addressing the beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake. And this is on a new song called Port Antonio. Here's what he had to say.
I pulled the plug because I seen where that was about to go. They wanted blood, they wanted clicks to make their pockets grow. They see this fire in my pen and think I'm dodging smoke. I wouldn't have lost the battle dog, I would have lost the bro. I would have gained a phone, and all for what? Just to attain some old props from strangers that don't got a clue what I've been aiming for.
He didn't want to lose a bro. He said he would have gained a foe. Do you agree?
That's my favorite bar. The whole thing is like, the world wants to see blood. Literally want to go at it, and then it's like, these are my friends. Like, this is it's deeper than rap.
And it's a lot of people on social media, like he said, that just want to like see that, but I don't even know y'all.
I always love when we talk about unity, especially in hip hop, because I don't think we see enough of it, and it's not until like our later years that you start seeing beefs die down and like people come together. So somebody like J. Cole, who's so influential to the culture, to be able to come out with this is just so great. Like, I love J. Cole. I'm a huge J. Cole fan, but this is super important.
Could you see Kendrick and Drake making up?
That's what they say is gonna happen at the Super Bowl.
I don't know. I don't think
that's the moment.
Yeah, you think? All right, let's see. We'll bring this back if it happens, Nick.
Not happening. Not happening. If you believe Nick.
Trying to speak the high frequency into existence.
All right, now, speaking of which, Ray J has his new show, and it's called Reality Check with Ray J.
This is the funniest person in the world. This is my favorite person.
Ray J is hilarious.
All right, well, here is what he had to say about what's happening in the music industry.
People are getting robbed of not only their money and their spirituality, they're getting robbed of their womanhood and manhood. Asses are being taken in ways that nobody can explain. Do you laugh? Do you help? Do you criticize?
Yeah, and
you can't say that's not hilarious.
This is interesting coming from a guy who had booty goons on people.
I cannot.
My friend like that, but like I think that's the thing. You never know when Ray J is serious and when he's not serious, and that's the brilliant thing of him, because it's like, are you in on the joke? Or are you like, is this?
He's in on the coins.
I think he's always serious, but he's always monetizing.
Yeah, I think he's just living life and enjoying it.
Yes.
Now I'm gonna do my own news show.
Yeah, right. He should, because Ray J, no matter what, he's very clever and entertaining.
I thought you were going to say no matter what, he's always in the news.
Well, that too. He's got his own network,
There you go. I love Ray.
All right, now Dr. Dre is being sued for harassment by his former marriage counselor, Dr. Charles Sophie. And he served as a marriage counselor for Dre and his ex-wife, Nicole Young, during their marriage and then was a mediator in their divorce. But he's saying that Dr. Dre started sending him abusive and threatening text messages in February of 2023, calling him a B and a piece of ish and saying he would make him pay for that. He said that he couldn't even leave his house without a bulletproof vest whenever he goes outside. And he said that he had to employ an increased security presence around his home. But Dr. Dre is firing back and saying that Dr. Sophie filed his suit only after he failed to pressure Mr. Young into dropping efforts to get Dr. Sophie punished for dereliction of duties and incredible incompetence. And so, Sophie is looking for $10 million in damages and also wants an order requiring that Dre stay 100 yards away from him. So this is something new I haven't heard before.
Which one has a Shapiro on their team?
Let me see. Nobody.
That will.
But yeah, I'm not sure what's going to end up happening with this, but he posted these text messages. That's why you always got to be careful of texting things. Yeah.
That is a great
brother
lesson.
Is always watching.
That's I live my life that no matter what I say, what I type, I feel like it's all being monitored. So if I said it once, I'm gonna say it twice. I'm gonna really walk on.
So you stay in invisible mode in the DM?
No, that's what. First of all, I don't be in the DM. But I'm saying if I do it, I'm like the world is everything I do, the world is gonna know about it.
Right. That's so you just have to know.
I'm not Miss Private like Miss Roxy.
First of all,
we'll talk about that, Roxy, in
how you
shortly.
What you know about banish mode?
America.
Well, and you're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you so much.
Nick is
I gotta
the
be
best
careful.
singer.
So I just don't do things.
Right.
But Nick, you've managed to get it. You think it's a man thing? He's gotten away with a lot like that. Definitely. As a woman, we couldn't get away with.
We still always live under a double standard, no matter what. No matter how much time has evolved, because time has evolved. It's way different from when you and I first started. But it's still, there's always going to be that double standard, no matter what.
And talking about when y'all first started, I think I have to say the tea to that's like that y'all face cards never decline.
Oh, well, thank you.
The fact that both of y'all look the same for the past however many
and so do
years.
you, Nick.
Nah,
so do you. So do you.
Man.
All right. Well, that is your UT. And when we come back, we have Ask Ye, 800-292-5150. The whole panel is here to help you out. We all have different points of view. All right. It's way up.
Hey, everybody, whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
You should know.
This is Ask Ye.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Nick Cannon's here. Roxy Diaz is here. And we have Ty on the line for Ask Ye. What's up, Ty?
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. I can't complain.
All right, good. I'm glad to hear that. Well, me and Nick and Roxy are here. So what's your question?
I'm just a young entrepreneur just struggling, trying to figure out spending time with my girlfriend and trying to scale up my business. And, females, they need a lot of attention, and I understand that. But do you guys have any advice for me as into how to go about it?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked because we have two opposites up here. Because all right, so
Nick, how you balance?
How do you balance?
And all your many careers.
I mean, that's what it is. That's the key word. That's my favorite word in life is balance. I mean, I'm a Libra. You got to be able to balance and say, look, I'm gonna dedicate this much to the grind, and I'm gonna dedicate this much to the crib. But you got the reason why it has to work. Your partner has to understand that balance too, and she has to tap into your vision. If she really feel like y'all building for her, then you good. But if she on some other stuff, then
she ain't the one.
Y'all ain't gonna be aligned, and the balance gonna be off.
Ty, how long y'all been together?
3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
Does she believe in what you hustling for?
She even helps me. She even helps me with a lot of stuff, but it's when it comes to more sort of social aspect, I'm very particular about the people that I care about just being around strangers.
I would say this: if she helps you out with your business and she believes in you, and it's all about work, it can't always be about work. You have to be the boyfriend partner also. So you can't be at work together. She helping you. It's always work. At some point, you have to be some other topic.
It's really about the quality time and communication.
Yeah.
Because if you you can have fun when y'all working together. You can, or nah, babe, I really want you to stay at the crib because they be wilding over here. So let me go tap in. And, yeah. So it's just really communicating that, and the fact that that you even calling and wanting help with this situation shows that you really care.
Yeah. I think you also have to be supportive of what she has going on too, because I think sometimes as we're supporting someone, also support me. Like, what is it that she wants to do? What does she have going on? How can you be of benefit to her also? So you also have to reciprocate that.
That's great advice.
And prioritizing. It might be like, look, next Sunday is our anniversary. We're not working this
it's
day.
Not about work.
I got to plan ahead so that I can do what I need to do for you.
The little things. Don't forget about the little things. Even the thank yous and the I appreciate yous go a very, very, very long way.
And women love winners in that sense. Everybody loves a winner. So when you can share your wins with her and feel like, okay, you've been grinding for 3 years and I'm seeing the elevation. I'm seeing what we do and I'm a part of it. So then, like I said, that's why she's tapped into your vision, you tapped into her vision, and y'all elevating together. That's where you want to get to. So, and that's based off of how well y'all communicate with one another.
All right, Ty, and tell her Nick Cannon told you that. She'll
don't tell her Nick Cannon. You listening to him? He got 12 kids.
Oh my God! But he's successful, so tell her Nick Cannon.
He can live that type of life. You got it, my boy.
You got it, my boy.
Salute.
All right, thank you, Ty. Good luck.
I appreciate you guys. Have a blessed day.
You too. All right, well, that was Assy. I know Nick got to get out of here because you have a big night ahead of you. You just came in from Chicago from Wildin' Out.
Yeah.
You got another one at the Barclays tomorrow night.
You said another one. I was like, wait, what?
No.
See,
Is there an announcement?
How you play?
I just want to make sure.
Always playing with me.
Nick, do you have an announcement?
I don't. Yes, I do have an announcement. We're giving birth to the Barclays Center show.
All right. Phew.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
All right. Listen, don't you break no more baby news without me. I want to always
This is where
be
I
the
come
one.
to let everybody know when I'm having kids.
All right. So we'll see you soon. All right. Well, thank you, Nick.
We'll see you soon.
Nasty work.
But we appreciate you so much. Thank you. And Rocsi, when we come back, we'll talk about you, Deion Sanders, your new show that's going to be on Tubi, their first ever talk show that they're doing. It's called We Got Time Today. All right, it's Way Up.
Look.
Yeah, what's happening?
You want to know my name? Way Up with Angela Yee.
Turn me on.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. And of course, my girl Rocsi Diaz is here. I got some questions for her when we come back, and we'll talk about her good news. And you know what? She was just asking me about my Spike Valentino Buttery Matte Lip Color. It is amazing. It's a new lipstick. It's a non-drying matte finish. As we've been doing this show today with both Rocsi and Nick Cannon, my lip color, I have not had to change it at all. It comes in vibrant nudes and also mood-boosting colors. So not only does it look good on, the packaging is amazing with the Valentino studs. So make sure y'all keep it locked because Rocsi Diaz is going to give us some insight and an exclusive on her new show with Deion Sanders. All right, it's Way Up.
And I'm back. We're about to do this. One of the most famous women in radio. We're talking about Angela Yee. You're Way Up with Angela Yee.
Please believe that.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my guest co-host, Rocsi Diaz.
Hola.
AKA Zilla. Okay.
That's a whole different identity that people don't really know about, too.
That's a whole,
a whole movement.
Alter ego.
It really is an alter ego.
But thanks to Nick Cannon for coming through. He had to leave, but again, Wildin' Out tomorrow night at the Barclays. But Rocsi, you have a new show coming with Deion Sanders, and you announced that out of nowhere. I mean, it's coming on Tubi. It's their first ever talk show, and it starts in November. I see it's 21-hour episodes. See, I did my little research on it.
You sure did.
All right, and it's called We Got Time Today.
You read the press release.
Listen, we talked about it on the air. I didn't even know you were coming up here. And so I just want you to talk to us about how did you even link with Deion Sanders to do a show?
You know, the crazy thing is that with Deion, I had called him because a mutual friend of ours had passed away. And then he was like, it's so crazy you calling me because your name just came up in a meeting that I had. And he was telling me a little bit, but didn't tell me what it was. And next thing you know, I auditioned because he auditioned several people. And it just came about. When we had our audition, it was more like a roasting fest because Deion and I have known each other for a very, very long time. And we just was talking mess. and it was like a whole show right there. And the producers fell in love with it. Shout out to Jesse Collins. He's producing this alongside with Dion's company as well.
Jesse Collins is the one everybody was talking about when Jay-Z.
Yeah, he's like, I don't make the decisions.
Right.
But Jesse is a powerhouse. And Jesse actually used to work at BET before Jesse was Jesse. So it's just funny how the circle just, everything comes back. That's why you got to treat everybody with kindness, because you never know who your next boss is going to be. So yeah, I'm super excited. And it's, we got time today. Dion stepping into the talk show space. But he's awesome. He's an awesome human being. He's a man of God. He gives great advice. But he's also very football too.
And you're filming in Colorado.
We're filming in Boulder. And there's so many celebrities that come to the games because of the Dion effect, primetime effect.
Right. He really switched that around.
He really did. So, could take advantage and make a great show out of it. It is not a sports show. It is a talk show, entertainment show. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And it's interesting that you have that, because you also have your podcast. The 6th episode with Bow Wow came out today.
Yes.
All right. And it's called More to the Story. And for quite some time, I feel like, and I know you've had other shows before, but this is your thing.
Yeah.
So what took you so long to say?
That's what everybody says.
Yeah, what took you so long?
I think I just finally was like, okay, fine. And I have an amazing producer. Shout out to my girl Jessica. And I can honestly say that ever since I came out with More to the Story, people have been enjoying the conversations. And I wish I would have started sooner, to be honest with you.
And I saw you post that I'm not getting no money from this.
I'm not.
I just started
I'm
this.
In the hole.
I'm paying for the
I'm in the hole.
production of it.
Yes.
So talk to me about that mindset of starting something, knowing that it's not being paid for, and you're coming out of pocket.
I'm doing it because I love to do it. I love conversation. I love great interviews. I like just talking.
Do you feel like people don't know you the way that you want them to? Because, like you said, you're on GMA, so you do have to be cautious about stuff. And when you were on 106 and Park, certain things, there was certain behaviors. It was like very strict.
We were very strict
at that time. So it kind of makes you feel guarded.
I think that is just a level of professionalism that I carry, and I'm glad that I was trained the way that I am. It doesn't mean that I'm not gonna ask a hard question. I'm just not a salacious journalist. I've never been a salacious journalist, but I will ask the questions, but I'll say it in a respectful way. And I think you and I have this agreement too. If it's something that somebody hasn't talked about publicly, or they haven't posted or addressed, then it's something that I don't need to touch. I have respect on that level, because I know what it feels like to be bombarded by somebody that's asking, those questions. And I'm like, I don't even talk about that anywhere. Why would you think that I would talk about that here? You know what I'm saying?
Well, we can't wait for the whole Zilla life story to come out.
Yes.
There's Rocsi Diaz, and then
not
there's
happening.
Zilla.
It's not happening. When you come on my podcast, maybe we'll tell a few of those stories, because I always say Angela Yee has saved me too many times. Angela Yee has saved my life. She saved me from going to jail. She saved me from a lot of stuff. So yeah, when you come on More to the Story,
ladies and gentlemen. She's a firecracker.
I was crazy in my 20s.
All right. Well, listen. Thank you so much. And when we come back, thank you for joining me today. I know you're going to come back. We have a last word, because our listeners, the show is all about them. Every day they have the last word. It's Way Up.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here, and I had so much fun with my girl Rocsi. I really miss you.
I miss you too, and I apologize again for taking so long to get up here, but I'm glad that I made time and I'm here with you. So,
and she made an agreement that she's gonna come back and spend a day and a half
and cook for you
with nothing to do. And I've seen your cooking on, and I'm like, Roxi's never cooked for me.
So you've never come to my house when I cook?
No.
In Jersey, you never came to my house in Jersey?
I've never been to
That's crazy.
The cooking situation.
Everybody came to the house.
But it's okay. You'll make up for it now. And thank you again to Nick Cannon for coming through and guest hosting with us for for almost the whole show.
Yeah.
We really roped him into it, because he was only going to be here.
He was having fun.
2 breaks, and then he stayed.
He was having a good time.
Yeah. So we appreciate that. Again, that felt like great conversations, because we all have really important things to say about what's happening in society today. And Nick does not hold back.
No, he doesn't. I love Nick.
But again, congratulations to our girl Rocsi. Make sure y'all watch More to the Story. It's up to episode 6. Again, the Bow Wow episode came out today. But you can hear stories from her, from people close to her, like Chantel, who was her manager and best friend. Jalissa. Like, you've had some great people on there already to date. And so make sure you catch up on that if you haven't. And then we got time today with Deion Sanders on Tubi, launching next month.
Yes. And then you can still see me on Good Morning America.
And Good Morning
GMA
America.
3, yeah.
Yep, GMA 3. Congratulations.
Thank you,
to
Mama. Thank you.
It's amazing. All right. And of course, this is your show, so you have the last word.
Hey, what's up, G? What's up, Queen? I want to send a shout out and shine a light on my wife, Emily Ellison Talley. She's such a hard worker.
is a bright star in the sky. I love you so much, babe. We're going to keep going. Over 30 years of love, and I love you. Go, boo.
I want to shine a light on my mom, Miss Tanya, for being literally my rock. The best person ever. I love you so much.
It's showtime. Yeah, I'm about to tear it up. You tapped in and way up with Angela Yee.
I want it now.